Hi, everybody. This is Jeffrey. Excuse me. Ripe color. Sometimes people call me in the morning and then they're like, "Are you okay?" It's like, "Yeah, I just woke up." My voice isn't here yet. All right. Um, okay. Fill it with light. That's my little message for the day. I just utilized one of my own meditations, which is wonderful. Good morning, Teresa. So because I have all those meditations that I made, and it's like, well, why don't you utilize them? It's like, okay. So I listened to the joy meditation, and it's really lovely. It's really lovely, and I'm really happy, and I kind of followed my own directions. Good idea, right? So fill it with light. That's the energy. Because there's really a lot of light around. I mean, so I neglected to mention the past few days. Happy Hanukkah, Festival of Lights, and the portal is tomorrow, 12/12, and it's the feast of Guadalupe. And I know Guadalupe is going to come through with a message. She started yesterday, and I was like, "Girl, I gotta wait." So I think I'm going to do a little live tomorrow. So I'm going to throw the card of the day. And since I'm live, it's going to be a long one today, Teresa. I'm going to do the card of the day, and then I'm going to do the yearly. I'm going to do the yearly today. I feel like I'm supposed to be making a lot of videos, so that's what I'm going to do. So let's see what the card of the day is first. So the meditations are really wonderful. I worked really hard on them, and it would be great if people purchased them. Okay. Yeah. Interesting, right? So the five is change in passion. It's change in creativity. So a lot of times this is seen as the card of chaos, right? But it's also exchange of ideas. It's like this person has that idea and that person has that idea. And, it's like, oh, I know the only way. I know the right way. Everyone has that attitude, right? Because they're kind of young, right? And it's like, okay, well, everyone has conflicting ideas, but how can we change this and manipulate this and to make it into something that works, make it into something that is, I don't know, useful? What I wanted to say also about this whole energy of Bring It Light, I'm going to read to you what I heard. All is well. Oh, yeah. I want you to hear me. Don't get ahead of yourself. Receive and give. Be open to opportunities to receive, opportunities to be of service. Allow information and light to guide and comfort you. It's all in the heart and how you feel, and radiate joy, kindness, love. If something upsets or is stressful, fill it with light, fill it with love. Because sometimes, it's like, okay, I'm all light and love, and then you see something or you experience something that's, less than pleasant. And it's like, okay, I'm going to fill this thing with light and love, and then I'm going to let it go. Like, it's just that simple. It's just that simple. Okay. So that's the little message of the day. And let us see what the energy is for the year for the collective. So I'm going to be offering, I'll put it up right after I do it. I'm going to be offering yearly readings for people who want a yearly reading. All right. So I'm just going to throw 12 cards for the 12 months. Does that make sense? Makes sense to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12. Yeah, I think that's what I should do. Okay. Let me shuffle a little bit. Very exciting today, Teresa, right? You didn't realize you're going to get the yearly reading. And in a way, I feel like, it's not going to necessarily start on January 1st. It might start now. It might start December 15th. It might start the 30th or the 27th or something like that. Feels like it's going to come in early. So I might have to get coffee in the middle. I can't, me and my vision. Hello, everybody. And if I keep on checking the messages, then I won't be able to. Okay. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Interesting. Okay. Of course, I'm going to turn everything right side up. All right. Should I write this down? I don't know. Maybe you could write it down. All right. January. Excuse me. The King of Wands. The King of Wands is a very interesting character. So, kings are about action. Kings represent the father. Kings represent authority and power. The King of Wands is the one who takes his passion and his creativity and responsibility. That's a really important part of this card. He takes the responsibility January normally, right? Like it's the new year and I'm going to do something new. He takes full responsibility. He takes responsibility for the things that he didn't do right. He owns up to his side of the street. He owns up to, well, I tried it like that and it wasn't the right thing. And I might have to, change things and I might have to, use my creativity. But he doesn't shy away from, what, like, let's say you work at a company and there's like somebody in charge and they wanted to go to, like last year you went down this particular road and then he realizes it's like, this isn't the right thing. We could be more efficient. We could be more productive. We could be more generous. So he says, you know what? We did it like that and it didn't work and we're going to do something new. So there's this energy of like taking full responsibility and taking hold of his passion completely and then doing something with it, creating out of that. Okay, so that's January. February, you begin, so he works for him, right? This is about the action. This is about the action. This is about, purposely going forward and utilizing your creativity and your passion and taking action on it enthusiastically. He's got that red thing going on. And there are salamanders. Salamanders are really interesting. So there's also a salamander here. So salamanders in alchemy are able to like go through the fire. And lizards are actually one of a salamander is different than a lizard, but they look similar. Lizards are one of my power animals. I kind of see them a lot. It's kind of weird. I see them on the street here sometimes, little tiny ones in gardens. Not in my garden, but maybe one day. And that's about transformation. Lizards are about transformation. Salamanders too are about transformation. It's this energy and the alchemy of I go deep into the fire and I purify and I survive through it. And it kind of informs me and crusts me and I come out of it. It's a little phoenixy. And he's got little salamanders all over his cloak, I guess. All right. This is also the card of the Southwest. So wherever I mean, in the States, it would be Southern California, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, that whole, even Texas. So if there's a message there or an opportunity there, or the southwest of your house or southwest of where you are, like let's say you live in Boston, and then southwest would be, say, New York, or would be Providence. So it's like southwest of where you are too. I know it's part of the reading. That's February, January, February. March. March is like trust yourself because you have the high ground. It's a 7. It's confidence, and he's got the high ground. So it's like there's all this stuff coming at him, maybe ideas or other people's opinions or like that. It's like, okay, I've got the high ground. I'm in a good position. Because sometimes, your passion is here. You start taking action, and then you start to doubt yourself, and you get defensive. It's like, don't worry about it. It's like your goal, your end goal for the year is to get that degree, or to get that job, or to have that amount of money, or whatever it is, or to start some sort of creative project. And then when the self-doubt comes in, it's like, have confidence. Have confidence. You have the high ground. Just keep going. Right? March, January, February, March. April. Which is really nice. This is a 4. And look, we have so many wands. It's incredible in the beginning of the year, the first quarter. The first quarter, I guess. No, the first third. Yeah. This is really about being home. Well, it's a little mini celebration, first of all. It's solid, it's stable, it's a 4. Stable in your creativity, right? Stable in your passion. And it's just a little mini celebration. It's like a little home wedding. But it's also, a lot of times when this card, I get this energy of being at home with oneself, being at home in whatever situation you're in, being at home with one's body, with one's mind, with one's spirit, with the people around you, like being solid and comfortable and home and safe. Okay. January, February, March, April, May. 10 is a beginning and an end. I mean, it's really an end, but an end is always a beginning. A beginning is always an end. And I know it's a very dark iconography here, but this card is really actually a good card because it's the end of a way of thinking. It's like, I used to think that way. I used to use these ideas, and now they're dead. Now they're dead. And like, I can't revive them. And I'm putting it to bed. And I'm done with that way of thinking. I'm done with those ideas. And a new dawn is rising. There's a new dawn rising here, right? Here's the night. Here's the day. A new dawn is rising. So actually, it's actually good because it's like sometimes, we think in a certain way, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, this doesn't really work anymore. So I'm just going to like let it go. Okay. And then I don't have that many majors. That's interesting. January, February, March, April, May, June. June is really nice. So this is a really profound card. First of all, it's Gabriel coming through with messages, right? Blow, Gabriel, go up, blow, right? This is Gabriel coming through with messages. So intuition is really, really important, but it's the intuition in one's head in a way, because you hear a message, but they're also feeling it here. There's a rebirth here, obviously. And there's also this energy of my lesson. This is what I always get from this card. My lesson has been learned. And I've incorporated it. And through that lesson and understanding being learned, I'm not sure which one it is. I'm reborn because I've incorporated The cross is a really powerful symbol, and it's much deeper than Christianity, especially at like a Swiss cross like this. So like this is the vertical, which is like the communication with heaven, right? It's a vertical energy, and then the horizontal energy is on this plane, and it's really the crossing of the two, and it's the incorporation of the two, of the intuition and the reality, and reviving them and making them anew. Okay. January, February, March, April, May. Wait, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Okay, July, it's the 4. So it's my second 4, which is the only number that I think comes up twice here. No, there are 2 7s. Okay. This is the card of the miser. This is the card about being really practical with your time, with your energy, with your money, with your finances, your resources. And it's really about looking at things in a really solid, practical, objective way, because he's kind of a cameraman in a way. He's like looking really, and there's this energy of like gathering oneself, of gathering one's time, one's health, like gathering it and making it practical and solid, not just giving it. And that's the energy of this card. Okay, August, perfect card for August. This is about self-love. This is about fertility. This is about nurturing, but not smothering. She knows where to plant the seed. She's going to plant the seed in the right place. She's patient. She's loving. She's fertile. Really nice. And, you could see a little story going on here. Here's your passion. Here's the action. Here's a little doubt, but keep going. And then you're comfortable. And then you realize a certain, way of thinking doesn't work anymore. And you incorporated your lessons. And now you're looking at it and like kind of gathering yourself. And now you're ready to like utilize it. And it feels like also, because to me, she's like the queen of self-care. She takes care of herself first, and then she radiates it. And the thing is that all the energy that we're living in and around and surrounded by, it's really about how we take it into ourselves and utilize it in our own particular individual way. And I feel like that's the energy of like really going with it, like understanding that this is where it all begins. Like, well, how do I feel about this? And let's say there's a situation that you don't feel so good about. It's like, well, how can I make this a more loving energy? How can I take care of myself through this? And it's through her own self-care, first and foremost, that she's able to then radiate. Okay, that's August. September is, now we're getting into a whole pentacle thing. September is like, okay, I let go of my old way of thinking. I've looked at this stuff that I have, like the 4, right? I've really looked at it and I'm being really practical. And then the queen is patient and loving and fertile and decides what to do, what actions to take, what seeds to plant, the farmer. And it's a 7, so it's confidence. It's my second 7. It's like, okay, I trust myself. I've looked at things. I've been reborn. I let go of old ways of thinking. And now I'm going to take this new stuff and plant it and, do something with it in the physical world, because the pentacles are really the physical world. And then an opportunity arises. Yay, hooray. And this actually, all the aces are like beginnings, and this is the beginning of maybe like a new business or finance or security or health. Uh, but it's very clear because this the whole thing is about the road, and here's the road, and it's super clear, and it's blessed. And it's like here's the opportunity. It becomes very clear, and this is also the solar plexus, which is this energy of I do, right? Of I do, it's action, and it's yellow, so it's based in optimism, enthusiasm, joy, openness, expansiveness. Great. What I'm getting, okay, then I get the 8. So this is really a self-imposed mental bondage, but the thing is, it's self-imposed. That's the thing, and that's sometimes that story of Jacob and Esau and the Jacob and the angel is really about fighting with one's own demons. It's like everyone around you knows you can do it, and you're like, oh, I can't do it. It's not going to work. It's like just observe the energy, bring light to it, and free yourself from your own mental bondage. That's like the opportunity. November. And then December of next year, which is kind of weird, is the Fool. I'm willing to try new things. I'm willing to be. I'm optimistic, and I'm going to see what happens. And I'm going in a new way. And my soul is with me, so everything's cool. And like, let's begin again. Like maybe this year is really about establishing things. I'll show you everything together. Maybe it's about establishing things, taking action toward what you want to accomplish, creative projects, la, 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 new job, la, 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 moving. And it's like, it's a process. So the process is, I know what it is that I want. I take the action. I might run into some weirdness, but I'll be okay. I calm myself down. There are certain things that no longer work, but I've learned my lesson. I'm going to look at it again and be self-loving through this whole process and plant the right seeds in the right place so that the opportunities come. And then if self-doubt comes, my job is to realize that I have the power to free myself. And then I can actually, really in a certain way, look at things with new eyes. Look at things with new eyes. Be that there's a certain like energy of like opportunity and openness and being willing to take a risk, being willing to jump off the cliff in a way, not in a weird way, in a good way. I've never tried this before, but I have confidence that it'll work. Or, it came to me, I'm in my heart, and that's what I'm going to do. Very nice. It's nice. It's a nice energy. It's a very nice energy. So that's not what I expected you to do, but I'm going to be offering 12-month readings for people. And then I would go through, it would be similar to this. And then I would throw clarifiers. Like maybe there's 1 month. It's like, well, I want more information. So we'll do that. So I'm going to offer that on my website for the 12-month reading. And tomorrow is the portal. So I'm going to do another video. Hopefully, I know she's going to come through and bring a message. And happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Happy bringing a new light. Portal, etc. So I'll be doing sort of a special live tomorrow. And I got to tell you, I've been using my meditation videos and they're really good. They're really good. And, I think that's kind of part of the energy that I want to say for today and really for the year. It's like, don't leave yourself out of the light. Sometimes we're so busy, extending light and helping others. And, oh, I pray for the earth. I pray for the earth. I mean, that's wonderful. Or I pray for the country. That's wonderful. But pray for yourself too, right? If that, like, I have the meditations. They're on my desktop, and all I need to do is press buttons and then watch it. Like, I don't leave yourself out of the party, right? Out of the equation. Don't leave yourself out of the equation, because I know a lot of us have a tendency to do that. All right, now I'm going to see what people have to say. Good morning, Patricia. All right. So that is my little to-do for the day, for the year. And I'm going to get on my website and add yearly readings. And I'm also going to add that if you want, well, I already have it, like a specific meditation for you. This, like, I really want to work on this. This is my particular issue. So we would do a tarot reading, a specific meditation for you. And then I would send it to, I would send you an MP4, audio or even a video. I don't know. Anyway, that is that. And blessings. Have a lovely day. And it's raining here today during the day, which is really, really unusual. Really. So it must be El Nino or La Nina or whatever, because this is the dry season. And it always rains really in the afternoon, but it's kind of going to rain most of the day. So it's an indoor day. I have food. It's all right. It's not like it's the end of the world. I mean, it's kind of drizzling right now. I live a block from the Mercado. All right. Blessings. And if you'd like a reading, healing, tarot reading, meditation, be in touch. Bye.